I'm DeMay. I'm the sports turf manager for the City of Columbus Recreation and Parks Department. So I first heard of the ABI through a direct email that I got from Pat Dowling, who's one of your product reps. Encouraged me to take a look at it. So in the winter of 2014, we looked at some of the videos on YouTube of all the demonstrations of the different implements and whatnot. Really liked it, we were intrigued and wanted to get a closer look. So at that point that spring we contacted Pat, and Pat was very eager to try and come down and show us all the features that the Force had, what it could do for us in such a large setting with 31 diamonds here and then another 90 plus that we take care of throughout the city. And so in doing so, Pat came down, and within the first couple minutes we were sold, and that was it. We've had the ABI Force now for a little over a year, and in that time we've had multiple sports turf managers from around the state, city, region stop by and see our piece of equipment, see the ABI Force in action, because they've seen the YouTube videos, but to be able to come out here and see it in person, it's always that wow. It's not only for professionals in the field, it's for the spectators that come out here for a tournament or a game, and they're out here and they see us parading out three of these units, three of these ABI Forces that come out and groom the fields in the morning before a tournament, and everybody kind of stops and says, wow, what is that? And then they see it out there doing all of our work with, if we're doing a normal game prep with a Vibraflex and a rigid mat, they're just out there kind of in awe of, wow, that doesn't look like anything I've ever seen groom an infield, and it does such a good job. In being able to use one piece of equipment, we've been able to, really streamline our training process for our employees, which makes us more efficient. We've been able to eliminate some of the pieces that we had in our capital schedule for the next couple of years to replace, because the ABI is able to take the place of 2, maybe 3 or 4 different pieces depending on how a certain operation is set up. For us it was at least 3, and so that saves us money down the road and able to invest in either more ABI Forces or other equipment too, which we'll definitely be purchasing more in the future. That's a given. Doing 13,000 games last year and on pace to do 15,000 this year. A rain out really affects us. And so being able to recover from a weather event, having the right tools to be able to do that, and the ABI is our tool, that the Force is our tool to be able to recover from a rain out and come back and play that night. Because it's returned its investment so swiftly, and because it's so versatile, it's so simple, and it works, it just flat out works for us and what we need to do on such a large scale. We just need more of them. That's what it comes down to, is that we want to buy more and invest in that, because we've already got the training process in place. We've already know that the implements work, we know how they work, and the ABI Force is just what we've chosen to go with as far as our infield grooming machine. But even in a smaller scale operation of maybe a park that only has 2 or 3 fields, not having to invest thousands and thousands of dollars into multiple different pieces of equipment, just being able to invest in one, train your people on one piece that's so versatile and simple, that's maybe a direction that they could go. The ABI Force has definitely revolutionized and transformed the way that we take care of all of our ball diamonds here in the city of Columbus.